Hello everyone, my name is Dennis.
And my name is Sander.
And welcome to Pod But Make It Fashion. We are at episode 6.
Episode 6.
Oh yeah, from Cycle 4. Yes, that's
you
what I
got it
know.
right.
That's what I know.
The
Yeah.
girl with the deliciously techie dance.
Well, who would that be?
Who would that be?
Who would that be?
We always wonder what it's about,
well,
all the episode names.
To be fair, I was really surprised with how this episode. Okay, wait. So they gave me an idea of like where it would go, but it didn't. Because you know how they always talk, like you see in the beginning, you see someone getting a lot of attention. You're like, oh, that one's going to leave today, or there will be something about that. But it wasn't really, because in the beginning they were really, they were talking about Michelle's bacteria. They were talking about UV, and during the episode, there's a lot of things going on with Brittany, but they don't really hammer on that much.
You were thinking that Brittany will be in the bottom 2?
Yeah, or something
because
like
of her,
that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think we're going to talk a lot about Brittany today.
It was a very misleading episode.
It was.
But yeah, we started with Michelle talking about her bacteria that's going away. Yay!
Yeah, empatigo, I wrote it down.
I don't know.
Empatigo, I've never heard of it.
It's a very empathic.
What is empathic?
Empathy.
Oh, empathy.
Yeah, that's what.
She has a lot of empathy.
It's
It
a
will
lot
go
of-
in a few
It's a
days.
bacteria with a lot of empathy.
Well, the girls didn't have empathy for her.
No, because they didn't have the bacteria. Yeah, there you go. And then UV talks about her insecurities, like, hey, I've been in the bottom 2 so many times. I need to step it up for 110%.
With the flashback again of Tyra, you've had the worst picture in the history of top model.
Because of that, now I start to believe it. Because I've seen it 20 times.
Oh, God.
Now I believe it.
Now we know. Oh, that's that girl.
That's what they did. That's what they did. That's what they did.
They fooled us.
But
Okay.
then they have the little intro of the episode. And then they have to go because they have to get ready and be bankable.
Oh, yeah. Top models need good figures.
Yes.
How bankable are you? That's what the Tyra Mill
says. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good twist. Good figures with the numbers, with the money.
very
Tyra is smart.
They're smart. And then they get into an office or something.
Yeah.
And then they all get like something that they have to sign, and the person who gives it to them is really pressuring them. But like, I'm really surprised that the only girl who is like, what is this? Is Tatiana.
The youngest one of them all.
Like, everyone is just like, oh yeah, read it and signed it and just get like I don't know. Did you learn about your parents about contracts, or did you just think for yourself?
I think I learned from my parents.
Yeah, I'm not sure with me, but I think I don't. Well, actually, no. I don't want to make myself smarter than I am. But
Yeah, but I just think I would
you
think I would think if I would sit there like, oh, if I'm going to sign it, at least I would think that it's going to bite me in the ass. But also you think if I don't sign it, it's going to bite me in the ass. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't in that situation. And then when one person signs it, I think it will have like a domino effect.
yeah,
But it was obvious that it was like that they're going to say like, now you signed your lives off, because that's what's happening.
yeah.
Because they walked into a room after signing. Yeah, but Tatiana, first what you said, I agree. Tatiana said something like...
No, but it was
what does
weird
it
that she
mean?
was the only girl.
Or maybe they cut it.
Could
Because
be.
they said in the confessionals, like, we were all thinking, like, what is going on here, blah, blah. But maybe they were only thinking it. Yeah, maybe you're right. They cut to her questioning things.
They cut.
Yeah, and then they go to an office after all of them then signing a contract. And then the chair turns around, the leather office chair, and who's sitting there? Mrs. Bankable herself.
Yes.
Miss Tyra. And who does she bring in?
Her mom.
She's back.
And also her dad.
Her dad. We never see the father again, I think. I don't remember it, but the mom is there, the Oracle, as we call her, the Oracle. She's there every season 20 times. But I have to say, I found this this information thing quite useful. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm like, okay, she says things that make sense.
I didn't think about it like that, but I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, like things like don't pay modeling
smart.
agency in
Yeah.
advance. Like,
Yeah.
if they ask you for money, don't pay them in advance. They need you for a job.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
like,
the thing
yeah,
though.
that makes sense.
Did they explain that to you in school? Not high school, but like when you went to college. Some they did musical theater.
When I did musical theater, you mean?
Because I remember
I don't remember.
With us, they told us every time they were like, if you have to pay, don't do it. If you have to pay, don't do it.
Yeah, but I think for you it may be different because because we both studied something artistic. I did musical theater. You did more the dancing side of it. I think with the dance side you do more castings, maybe for short things. I only would do auditions, like at the big musicals. So that's
no, but even in general, like just for jobs, like if you would do freelance jobs.
Yeah, but I don't think their intention at my school was that we would do those kind of things. So I don't think I got like for you have like smaller jobs, shorter jobs sometimes at castings, modeling things, and that's not what I was studying.
No, but even for dancing things, like I don't know. No, but I remember in our school they did explain to us to be like, hey, if an agency or something asks you for money, don't. Like,
okay, very good.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I had it, but it makes sense that they would have, because I think when Tyra was saying this, I'm like, yeah, she's saying it with the right intentions, and everyone who watches at home also learns from it.
Yes.
So I was happy with this.
A very nice lessons from Miss Bankable herself.
Yes.
And then after that, the girls, they want to go for fun, so they go out for dinner. And the dinner itself, it's just weird because I don't know. Brittany, first she says like, yeah, I don't have to drink, I can be like fun everywhere, and then she starts to drink and she goes like crazy.
People who say that, who say like, I don't need a drink to be fun, are or super boring or loose cannons. There's no in between.
Yeah.
You don't say those things about yourself otherwise. You don't think about those things.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, she was like kind of rude to Rebecca, like, oh, Rebecca, you're boring, blah, blah, blah. And also like, you feel only at ugly pictures. Of course, when you drink, sometimes people get more aggressive, other words, get more fun. But,
Yeah, I remember stories for myself.
Oh, really? You never, you can get,
I was going to say.
Yeah, but not really in this kind of way, but she was like saying, oh guys, have fun. I'm like, hey, well, I'm the last person to say let's not have a drink. I always enjoy having a wine or a beer. I'm that girl. But you're also on camera, so even if you are not fun.
But to be fair, at that time they didn't realize that.
Yeah, but also how she did that dancing on the table, I would never do that. Not even without a camera, but especially with a camera.
You would pull your pants down and show your ass cheeks outside of a car. Yeah.
No, I've never. No.
Did you hear that he swallowed his? He was like, I never. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah.
No, but not in this way. This was. I was quite annoyed by Brittany, I have to say.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm a lot of time annoyed because it's. Do you know what the thing is? It's more like she's like, yeah, that's just me. That's who I am. But I always feel when you have to say it, it becomes more like, you have something to prove, Earl. You have something to prove.
So true.
Or something that, I don't know.
Like that take it or leave it attitude. Like take me or leave me kind of attitude. Like this is my personality. It always says you're rude and you're just, excusing yourself for being rude.
Well, it's more like, like if you have to shout it that loud and like be, I don't know.
Also, you were with 10 people in a super ugly restaurant. It was not like in a discotheque with like cute guys who you can hang out. A discotheque, is that actually an English word? At a club.
Disco.
Oh yeah, at a club. I mean, like, what is your plan on dancing on that table? It's more, I will be there like, come on, don't take all the attention, Brittany. Just chill down. Come on.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Oh well, it is what it is. It is.
But
what
this
it is.
was a red thread through the whole episode.
A red thread. It was a red thread for Brittany.
Because after in the car flashing everyone, they went to bed, I guess.
But you saw all the other girls as well. They were like a little bit like, nah, Brittany, no, it's. I don't know.
Kaylin and Rebecca made some good points, like to the camera, like you're representing yourself, but also the brand, blah blah. Kaylin was like, I also enjoy a drink, but don't take it too far. I'm like, yeah, you're totally right, and I don't think anyone can disagree with that.
Yeah.
And Rebecca, what I find very nice is because Brittany was kind of rude to her, like, Rebecca, you're fucking boring, or whatever she was saying, and then Rebecca was still saying like, I love Brittany, but she's a loose cannon or something like that. I'm like, I would be like, I don't like Brittany when you would say those things to me. But Rebecca, she's just a nice girl, I guess.
No, but I also think they can realize that she was drunk.
That's true. So you can forgive it.
Yeah, in a way.
That's true.
But then they get told the next day that they have to dress up for a little party. and they all wear some lovely black outfits with a flower.
What is that flower?
What is that flower? Like, it was just very random. They looked like, do you know like how Destiny's Child always had like different outfits, but like in the same style? So now they were all black, but they all had a flower, but then in a different position, so that it could fit their personalities or something.
It's that era. Yeah, that's true.
Oh
That's
God.
true. They look like they came from a Destiny's Child music video, but then like one of
But
the
then
ballads.
Yeah, then a funeral
Let me
one.
cater
because
to
it was,
you.
No, it was I don't know.
But they went to a party, like a
For
Covergirl party.
a Covergirl party.
And they met a
they,
Covergirl.
apparently, it was a challenge. It was a
Ooh,
challenge.
They didn't
which-
know. It's a secret challenge.
Yeah, it's weird. But I thought the challenge was a little bit weird. But it wasn't weird. But it, like you would know it's a challenge.
I think so too. But they did look. Jay Manuel said that we're going to look at three elements, like their confidence and poise.
3?
Their work, how they work the room. That's number
okay.
2. And 3 is how well their beauty shines. I mean, it makes sense. It's nice to know that the winner, because of course they win a Covergirl contract. Is it like a regal person, a beautiful person, a nice person?
A regal person.
Yes, they were like all those things.
Very royal.
But for example, they made it a down point. I find it quite
A
funny.
down
because,
point?
No, they listen. They critique the girls, right?
down point?
No, they make it like a bad thing. Let's put it this way. Christina was looking at the picture like, "Ooh, who's that girl?" And they were like, "You just met her because apparently that's Kiara, one of the cover girls." And they made it like you have to focus on who you meet. I would also think like it could be a plus thing. Like, wow, she transforms into someone else. I'm like, is it a bad thing?
She didn't do that.
Yes, you could have turned it around.
And-
like, wow.
Yeah, and like in that way as well, because I do agree you have to remember, but I also think like the person is not there.
That's true.
So like it can be, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. And then you can make it like a joke, like, oh, I'm so bad with names or whatever.
Yeah. Because was Kiara famous? Was Covergirl like, I don't know how big it was.
Well,
was
not
it?
in the Netherlands.
No, right? Were those models like very famous?
Probably in America or in the United States.
So they should have known maybe. If you're going to compete for Access to Model, you should know the current Covergirls maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't judge on that. I don't know. I really don't.
What I did find funny is that Brittany was saying like, all the magazines were there, Cosmopolitan was there. Oh wait, was it what I was drinking?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Brittany.
Yeah, she was a little bit like weird because again she was like drinking like oh drinks. I'm like, okay, so there's nothing wrong with having a loud personality, but like if you are like, okay, if you would go in for a job interview and you would be like hello, like would you get the job like in any situation? I don't know. It's especially like in this industry where you have to, I don't know.
I think she did the worst at the challenge.
Yeah,
by
I agree.
far.
I agree.
I find it funny that Tiffany was only looking at the makeup because she was like very awkward. But that's, you can better do that than what Brittany did.
Well, I don't know. Brittany did leave an impression though. Tiffany didn't leave an impression. That, to be fair, and in that way, that's why I was also thinking, like, to be fair, if you're loud, they are going to remember you, but there is also a big chance that they won't remember you in the right way.
Yeah, or they will say, never come back again, you.
Yeah, or they will say, oh my God, we love you. Like, it's very hit or miss.
It's also a thin line. Because if she pulled a little bit back, it would have been better. Like, for example, Kaylin was making some jokes, and Kenya was making some jokes, but they knew they were just funny. Like Kaylin was saying something like, when your sister puts a makeup on, that's a bad thing now because it will stay on. It's like a cute joke. And Kenya was very, regal.
I feel like Kaylin and Kenya are two very smart girls, as in they think ahead. They think ahead.
And they're likable. I mean, I like them both. They haven't done, especially Kaylin, for me personally.
Yeah, but you know more.
Yeah,
right now I'm like, you're really boring.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Brittany, like, that you're like whatever, they're nice. They're nice girls.
Yeah. I don't know. Kenya, I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I have a little bit of like I don't trust you yet.
Yeah, and she's best friends with Brittany, so she has to say something. Maybe. Because who wins the challenge?
Kenya. And she takes with her
Brittany, because their prize is to go to a hotel at the beach. They get like room service, everything. And the prize is because the girls all go back home after the challenge. They have to wake up the next morning for the photo shoot at 6:30. But the prize for the winning girls is you can come to the shoot later. They get massage and everything. They get like a spa day. They go to the beach. So it's a nice prize to win.
Very fancy.
Yeah, they're lucky.
Very fancy. Very well.
Yeah, because the rest has to wake up super early because they have to be ready at 6:30.
Why is that so? It is early, but
let's put it this way: your alarm 6:30 is early, but in normal early. But being ready already.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You don't have to be ready because
that's
you just have to be fresh, as in showered and have fresh clothing on.
Yeah, but how many showers do they have? For example, if you want to shower in the morning,
you can take a shower in the evening.
Yeah, I would think put my alarm at 5:30 and be the first one in the shower and then wait.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah,
I would probably roll out of bed, like brush my hair a little bit if I needed to, because they're going to do your makeup and everything there. You're probably going to be waiting there as well. There will be food there as well, I would say.
No, I think not. I read somewhere that the girls have to take care of their own food. Well, sometimes when they're, of course, a lunch there, but for example, the breakfast and everything, they have to make a list and give it to the production, and they have to make their own food the whole time and make their own breakfast and coffee.
Then I would take that with me.
Yeah, also possible.
Because you're going to be waiting a long time.
But I think what I heard from like a lot of interviews and background stories, that they made it as impossible for the girls as possible, like that they're not allowed to eat, that sometimes they were put on ice, that they were not allowed to speak to each other. They wanted, of course, drama. So I think that they would also like, no, you cannot take food. You didn't have food. Well, that's your loss. I can understand that they would do that because they're that bitch.
I would just put it like somewhere where I put it in my boobs.
You put it in your boobs.
You don't want me to get food? Look at this donut. Let's go.
And then you get eliminated.
No, because the thing is though, but that's to be fair with the information you have now, they need you more than you need them.
Do they?
Yes. Because once you're in, like, to be fair, if you've done something really bad, but if they mistreat you in a way, you can also kind of take advantage of it in that way, because once you're on the show, they cannot just eliminate you.
Yeah, so if you're with all the girls going against something, they still need all of you.
Just like you yourself.
Apparently in one season, they once said to all the girls, I think it's season 7, I'm not sure, cycle 7, they once said to all the girls, you're too nice with each other, you're too boring with each other, make some drama, otherwise we're going to cut all of you, we're going to do the auditions again, and we have 13 new girls. Yeah. So they put pressure on her, like, make some noise, otherwise you'll get cut, all of you. I don't think they will ever do that, but that's the environment you're in. Yeah,
it's television. It's
It's negative.
Yeah, very, very. But yeah, and then we go to the shoot. I thought the shoot, it was a fun shoot. Do you know what I find really interesting during the shoot? Because normally I find the shoot very boring. Is you saw them getting a lot of feedback, which I've never ever seen before. Like, you saw all the feedback they got. They were like, yeah, try this. And I was like, whoa.
But was it more from Jay Manu or from a photographer? Was he also saying things? I don't remember.
But, like, in general, I was like, whoa, I've never ever seen them, like, really shooting with all that feedback or something.
The only thing what I don't like that much sometimes from Jay Manuel is that he says something to the camera like, yeah, I saw Yuffie sitting there, and I was like, what do you think? This looks sexy. And then you see her doing the shoot, and she's sitting there for like 20 shots. And I'm like, why do you say that afterwards, not during the shoot?
Yeah,
you
that's
are there
also
to
what I
create.
Yeah, but I think...
Right, that's me then you're going to gossip.
Because who was it? I don't know. One of the girls was like, yeah, I couldn't really hear what he was saying because of the wind and everything. So I think he's also just like saying it for the camera maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, but it makes it a little bit like you're there to help her. It reminds me from last cycle, remember when Kelly was there, the girl who didn't... She's like, can you give me feedback? I'm not here to help Kelly. He was like that. I'm like, you are here to help Kelly.
Well, maybe he isn't. Maybe he's there just for the camera.
Yeah, but that's what I don't like about it, because he makes it obvious by doing these kind of things.
True.
Because I don't hear all the girls talking very positive about him, so maybe he was a little bit bitchy. He had his favorite last season, it was Anne, who didn't do that well. And that
Anne?
The one who got very far, was friends with Eva.
Oh, yeah. Anne. Was that his favorite?
No, they were like friendly with each other. So the girls had sometimes a feeling that he would like give her more attention and stuff like that. So it was a little bit like, you should stand above that. Yeah. You are their mentor.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But that's my opinion.
Is that your opinion?
That's my opinion.
Do you have an opinion?
I do.
Oh. Well, then after the photo shoot, we get to judging. And I thought Tyra looked really pretty. Her makeup.
Really?
Yes. Because I like it when people don't have fake eyelashes on. And it just...
Oh, okay, the makeup. Okay.
Yes.
But not her outfit with the panther thing. The panther.
I thought the colors worked. It was a little bit trashy in a way, but I think the color scheme it worked. But like from like her neckline and the face up, I thought it was very pretty. Very, very, very pretty.
I'm not a fan of this hair color on her. Like her overall look this season with the reddish hair, it's just not my thing. For her.
I was gonna say, look at the ginger.
No, for her. Yeah, but I'm a natural.
I love it. Yeah, red hair is just not for me and her. No,
on her. I just don't like it on her.
Listen back to this because it's gonna sound really funny.
Yeah, I do like red hair. Of course, I should. I'm team ginger, but I am it myself, so I can say that. But. Yeah, it doesn't suit her with her skin color, in my opinion.
I think for her, like dark brown or something in that shade would work better. I totally agree. I totally agree. But yeah, then they have a weird challenge, which we're not going to... Well, you can talk about it, but I won't because, again, they don't do anything with it.
I'm only going to say what it is, so when people listen to this, they can be like, oh yeah, we agree, it was so shitty. Because they had to sell a perfume, a fragrance, they had to make it themselves first, well, the look of it. And then all of them were like 5 characters, the judges, with like an accent. There was like the Russian, and there was like, what was it, Johnny Beautiful or something, the name of Nigel, and... It didn't make any sense. Tyra had like an accent from Louisiana. I don't even know how you speak. That's maybe because we're not American. But I'm like, this is so... And then there was music behind it that we had to laugh. But it was no time. There were no funny times at all. So awkward.
Yeah.
So we're going to skip it. Yeah.
Yes. It was just blah.
Let's just talk about the photos, I guess. Like the ones we liked and the ones we didn't like.
Which were your tops?
I have 2 big favorites. Actually, my first call out, my favorite was Kaylin. I think she
really?
I think Kaylin had the best picture. Oh. And I also liked Christina's photo.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And I liked Rebecca's photo from far, but I didn't like her face. But I did like her pose.
Oh, I didn't like her pose.
Okay.
I thought it was really ugly, that picture.
But maybe it was more because during the shoot, she was doing things. So I was like, no, this is not her thing. And then the photo in the end was like, oh... Because with these photos, they were so blurry because of the water, I couldn't really figure out which I liked.
Yeah, well,
a lot of them.
In the beginning, I thought, oh, I liked a lot. But then I was like, no, I just liked the first couple. Because my favorites were Brittany and Christina.
Okay, so we have one in common, Christina. So that can be our favorite in common.
Yeah, but I thought Brittany's was really, really good because it was a very simple pose, but it was very powerful in a way. And she didn't have like that hookerish face image or something. It was very not soft. It was soft, but I'm looking for a different word. Not subtle. It was very like not like pouty lips, but more like it wasn't come and get me, but it was come and get me in a nice way.
It was fashion sexy instead of slutty sexy.
Yes.
I agree, yeah.
She had like bedroom eyes or something. No. There was, I don't know. It was just good. I really liked it. And I didn't like Kaylin because I didn't like that pose. It was just weird. It didn't work for me.
Oh, okay.
It was like because she had like her elbow up and her hand on her head. But she was looking at the camera, but it was, I don't know, it was just a weird angle.
Okay, I understand it. Yeah.
It was just a weird angle. And I thought Christina was a very nice surprise because this was the first time where she didn't have her Bambi eyes.
And also, personality-wise, she cried now. She showed something of her personality because the girls I think she's much nicer than they try to make her come across, like the ice queen. She's okay. I like her. But I've always liked her. Did you have any bottoms? Who were the ones you were not impressed with?
Yuvi and Michelle.
I agree on Yuvi. Michelle actually as well. You know, we also have in the bottom. She moved very well during the shoots. So I thought, there's going to be a banger picture. I didn't like Tiffany's photo. I didn't like it at all.
It was fine for me.
I think she moved one of the best ones at the shoot. Yuvi. And Kenya was also moi.
Oh, I didn't like that picture either. And Rebecca's one I didn't like either. But for me, my bottoms were Yuvi and Michelle.
Yuvi and Michelle. Yeah, Michelle... Yeah, this was not her thing.
I just thought it was a very boring picture. Like, she had like a simple pose just like Brittany, but there was nothing coming out of it.
And it was also a weird pose because I was more like, was she leaning against something or was she jumping up? She had like a weird body language.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird.
Didn't work.
But then the real call-out order, the first call-out was Kaylin, but still, we're not sure if it now really matters if that's their favorite picture, because in later season, that's more clear, but they were positive about her photo. Yeah. They liked it, so it could be that it was the best picture. And the bottom two, not a surprise, is Yuvi again, I think for the 3rd time in a row, and Rebecca.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really agree on. I think you do, because you said you didn't like her picture. She was one of my more favorites.
No,
actually.
but it would have made more sense for me if they put down Michelle, but I think they want to build her confidence or something. I don't know.
That's true. And also, because Rebecca will not make it super, super far.
Oh, really?
No. And she is now one of the front runners, so maybe to make room for the other girls who they wanted to go far, they had to make room. Yeah, because Rebecca is one of the, photo-wise, she is one of the best portfolios so far, in my opinion.
I don't know.
All her photos have been good.
It's also maybe because she's very boring for television.
Yeah, and there's something, but we're going to talk about it next episode a little bit more, that she also wants to leave, but that's for in the future, but behind the scenes. So we'll get to that. If you want to hear about that more, you have to listen in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because there's more about that.
Well, then we know now, we have a little cliffhanger. Because the person that left or was eliminated was UV.
UV. Aww.
Which was a shame, but yeah.
I like her. I really like UV.
Yeah, I think she's a sweet person. But I totally get why she got eliminated.
That's true. There were 10 girls, but there's also some girls that are a little bit in the middle, like a Tatiana and stuff like that. I'm like, UV was more expressive. I remember when I was younger that she was one of the girls like, ooh, UV, you know, she was cool. You know, like,
I don't know.
She stands out a little bit to me.
I can't remember.
She's the cool chick of the season, in my opinion.
I think, like, I don't know. I think if you would meet her in real life, she's like that. I don't know, not cool like one of the cool kids in school, but like the kid you would see like, oh, that person's a little bit different, and that makes it cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also in that era, she was like the girl who was a little bit, not alternative, but a little bit more skater in her outfits. Yeah, the one you want to hang out with.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
A little bit like Elise also had.
You hear that, UV? We want to be friends with you.
We want to be friends with UV.
But yeah, I think that's it for the episode.
I really liked the episode. I know you had a different opinion.
Very boring. Very boring.
Yeah. Well, we know next episode is... Well, maybe it's going to be boring because we have high expectations, but we know judging.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be an interesting episode. It's the episode of the episodes.
Well, cliffhanger. If you want to know more, we'll talk about it in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.